Okay, so we're out here on West Robles Road in Santa Rosa. This is rapidly becoming what we call a JRT 2. It's about 6:15 tonight. Looks like we have about 20-25 tents, and we already know that the county code enforcement has put a 72-hour notice to vacate, and we're just out here. We're wanting to show people what's out here, and we're also here to make sure that we don't have a repeat of what happened on JRT Trail. So we're trying to pay attention to what's going on. And also get a clue as to who's running this camp, what services have been offered, and also what these folks plan to do when they leave here, because they've been told to vacate, and what we want to prevent is to have this go anywhere else where it's going to cause any more damage.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is John George. I'm a substance abuse counselor, also a resident here in Santa Rosa. Yeah, so, I too know people that have been here on the trail, that are homeless, that are addicted, and in order for people to hit bottom, we need to take away what's allowing them to continue to use, whether that be giving them rides, giving them money, giving them supplies to allow them to continue to use drugs. When the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing, people will change. I know a story of a guy who was in trouble with the law. His family finally said, hey, we're not going to support you anymore. We're not going to bail you out of jail. So he had no other alternative than to get clean and sober and get into treatment.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm in recovery myself. I have 22 years clean. I've been an addiction counselor for over 20 years, and I've helped hundreds, if not thousands, of people find long-term recovery. And so dealing with a lot of the family members that have their people that are addicted out on the streets,
Right.
Trying to educate them about enabling and codependency. And it's tough because people need help, but what helps them is allowing them to hit bottom. Why would they want to change if they don't have to?
What does hitting bottom look like, though, for you? Does that mean...
Hitting bottom for me looks like no other options other than to find a new way to live. So a lot of times the only hope for a family is to use that tough love and say, hey, I love you so much that I'm not going to continue to support your lifestyle. It is cold out here. People are suffering. They do need places to go. I think we can all agree on that. I would urge the county, city, any of our politicians to come up with more options for these people to get help and housing. That is not what I'm advocating for, is that people continue to suffer. I think it's a shame that we have enabled people to continue this lifestyle. This is not helping them work. I think if you put an active drug addict or somebody that's in a mental health crisis into a house, they're just going to continue to be in crisis. I don't think that's going to help.
Yeah.
We're in an opioid epidemic. Methamphetamine is also a huge concern, as well as alcoholism. So addiction in all forms is just detrimental to people's quality of life and their mental health.
But we have to, I think what we can agree on, what we all can agree on, is that we have a massive problem and that people need help. They are suffering. However, these aren't the only citizens in Santa Rosa and Sonoma County. There's a lot of other people too, and it's not just about housed and unhoused. It's about, unfortunately, it's also about the fact that we need some balance. We absolutely don't need anyone suffering out here, but we need some balance. We can't continue to have people being enabled, being extremely comfortable. We're advocating and fighting the county constantly.
My name is Chris, and
He's filming here.
I do know a person on the trail. And enabling him is not helping him. His name is Chuck. He has said that he was homeless for 40 years. I can guarantee you he has not been homeless for 40 years.
Where was it said that he was on the, who reported that?
The Press Democrat.
Okay, the Press Democrat reported that Chuck they interviewed him.
Yes.
And he said
he
was on the trail for 40 years.
That he was homeless
Or
for
sorry,
40 years.
he was homeless for 40 years.
Now, the relationship, I was married to him for 16 years. So I can tell you that he was not homeless that long. And
how long do you think he's been homeless?
3 months.
On the streets for 3 months?
Yeah, 3 months here. Chuck Phillips, he was given a home.
Okay.
And since he was not treated for his mental health or his drug addiction, he ended up losing the house to non-payment for taxes, and he rented it out to other people and took the money and did drugs. So this is what happens if you house him first. He was a substance abuser. He might have had some slight mental illness, which now I believe he has full-blown, because he has ran into a group, not only his family, but a group of people who think that by telling him, come here and I'll give you a hug and everything's gonna be okay, and enabling him that it's all gonna be okay. Well, now he's just getting worse. And now I don't know if there's actually hope for him, because people that are doing this are hurting people. We need a mental health institution where they can be helped, show them how to live. And by enabling people, you're killing them.